So you have a $41,000 wholesale.
Yep.
Dude, that rocks, Ray. Man, I'm so happy for you.
Here on my channel, I'm always using my deals for case studies to teach you how to wholesale and flip houses. So I thought I'd change it up a bit and use one of my students' deals instead. This house is in Baltimore, and this one is as good as it gets with a $41,000 wholesale profit. So get ready to watch my student wholesale a house coming up.
Go to 8weekacademy.com to claim your free copy of Jerry Norton's most popular training. In it, he reveals his blueprint for making $100,000 per year with real estate.
If you're new here, I'm Jerry Norton, and I went from dead broke to millionaire flipping houses, and after doing 1,000 deals, I created this channel to help you master the art of wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell icon to get notified when new videos are released. Now, before we get started, I want to share my appreciation for you. I don't talk about it enough here on my channel, but one of the most rewarding experiences and greatest blessings in my life is to help people succeed in this business. Thank you to all of you here on YouTube who watch my videos, and thank you to all of you who are in my Finder and Partner programs. In fact, let me take a second and do a quick shout out to 3 elite mentoring students. Anthony Wright closed a $22,000 wholesale deal and then a $23,000 wholesale deal the following week. Sandy Frost just closed her first wholesale deal for $28,000. And Michael Robler, who crushed it with a $39,000 wholesale deal and left his job to flip houses full time. Anthony, Sandy, and Mike, you guys are flipping geniuses. And if you want to learn how to create a consistent 6- and even 7-figure business wholesaling and flipping houses, then register for a free training to learn how you can mentor and partner with me. Just go to fasttrackwithjerry.com. In fact, this past week while I was at a live training with a group of my mentoring students, we took a look at Ray Gomez's deal in Baltimore that we're going to use as a case study on today's video. And I called up Ray with the class to discuss his deal and congratulate him. Take a listen to what he had to say.
So you have a $41,000 wholesale.
Yep.
You got to be so happy about that.
I'm super happy. I just closed on another one last week.
Uh-huh.
It was like another $26,000.
Dude, love it. So, so tell everybody listening that they can do this.
You guys can do it, man. You gotta get to work. You gotta get to work.
You've been working hard, Ray. Really proud of you.
Man, I really appreciate you, man, and everything you continue to do. You know, if you guys are listening, before I signed up with the Fast Track program, I had no idea what else Jerry could possibly give, because I just thought that the content that you already had out for free was like, I mean, if I can't make it happen with this, I don't know. So I was just, that's what made me pull the trigger, in joining the program, because I was like, man, it's got to be, something outside of what I can even imagine. So, but yeah, man, your videos, they're really really pushing me with those Saturday videos you've been putting out lately. But yeah, man, I really appreciate you, Jerry.
Thank you.
So Ray just closed a $26,000 wholesale deal the week before, and I love what he said. You can do this, but you have to get to work. Great advice. So thank you, Ray, for giving me permission to share your deal in Baltimore here on this video. And let's do what Ray said and roll up our sleeves and get to work. First, let's discuss the backstory about how Ray found this deal, because it matters and there are some great lessons to learn. Originally, this was a pre-foreclosure lead that Ray skip traced to get the seller's phone number and then sent a text message, and the seller initially responded that she was interested in selling her house, but it didn't go anywhere. And that's common and part of the process. And by the way, for an all-inclusive system that has leads and tools like skip tracing and text blasting, be sure to check out Flipster. To learn more and see it in action, just go to getflipster.com. So initially there wasn't enough motivation, but get this, the first conversation was about a year ago, and it wasn't until about 6 months later that the seller was finally motivated to sell. Take a listen to how Ray explains it.
I reached out to the seller. I think I was doing like a text campaign. There was a pre-foreclosure, and I left her a message, and like 6 months later, she was like, hey, you still interested in buying my house? And I was like, yeah. She was like, let's set up an appointment. I went to meet up with them. The thing was, she was going through a really tough time, and then she just couldn't keep up with the payments. you know, the husband lost the business right when COVID hit. She became ill, and she had to move somewhere dry. Like, I think they're moving to Texas or Mexico, because she has like a rare bone disease. And but yeah, I think she was like right there. What she owed was like
right there close.
Right there, really close to what it was worth.
So when the seller called back Ray 6 months later, her situation had worsened. She had health problems and her husband lost his job. Now she's motivated, but she owes more on her loan to the bank than the home's current as-is value. When a seller owes more than it's worth, the only way to get the deal done is to do a short sale. Now, if you don't know, a short sale is when the bank will allow the home to sell for less than what's owed and forgive the difference. In this case, it wasn't very much, maybe $8,000 to $10,000 is all. Take a listen.
I counseled her a little bit about it. I was like, hey, I think you might be able to do a short sale because...
What'd she owe? Do you remember?
I think about 70.
Well, how's it a short sale? You're buying it at 73.
Well, because I think they factored in her
missed payments,
relocation and everything else.
Yeah.
Other payments.
Yeah. So she's not that far off.
What she owed was like
right there close.
Right there, really close to what it was worth, and they approved it. I found a short sale specialist in the area. He helped me out with it. He negotiated it, and yeah.
Way to play the long game and just stay on it, man. This is amazing.
So short sales are a little tricky. It's an administrative nightmare, and they typically can take up to 6 months to get approved. So Ray found a short sale specialist to help him with the process, and he was patient, and he just got the deal approved for a price of $73,500, which, as you'll see, is an amazing price. So now let's spend some time crunching the numbers, but before we do, I want to point out a big takeaway. Ray is playing the long game. That means he knows the importance of creating a pipeline. A pipeline is when you have enough activity going on that deals start happening every week or every month. The calls you make today may not turn into deals until a year later. That's why you need to be having quality conversations with sellers every single day. I believe that if you want to do 3 to 5 deals a month, you need to make at least 5 offers a day consistently. That's 100 offers a month. Do that and you'll build momentum and you'll keep your pipeline full. Now, I did a video where I break down how to make 5 offers a day. I'll put the link to that video in the description below for you to watch later. So now let's crunch the numbers because it's important for you to see how to analyze deals. First, let's calculate the after repair value or ARV. This is the value the home will sell for assuming you fix it up. This is the number a fix and flipper will sell it for to a retail buyer after rehabbing it. So to calculate ARV, we need to look at similar homes called comps that have recently sold in the same neighborhood. Let me show you how for free using redfin.com. So step 1 is to identify the subject property and isolate the neighborhood by creating a boundary to stay within when looking at comps. Ray's deal is right here, and a simple rule I try to follow is to not cross any major roads if possible. Step 2 is to create some filters to make sure we're looking at relevant data. This is market specific, but let me show you how. Click More Filters, click Houses, click Sold Homes, and then go back 1 year. Since Ray's deal is 1,842 square feet, let's do a range from 1,500 to, let's say, 2,250. Let's put that it has to have a basement, and let's put a minimum of 3 bedrooms. So as you can see, we have 24 sold homes just in this neighborhood. So click Apply, then click Price right here to sort from highest price to lowest. I do this because remember, I'm looking for fixed up homes, which are the highest price sold homes. So the first few on the list are like 6 bedrooms and 4 baths. This one, 2.5 bath. This one here is pretty good comp. Then the next 3 I really like. They sold between $236,000 and $233,000. This one on Anthony Street doesn't have any pictures. Okay, so if we look at this one on Wilshire, you can see it's a flip and it's very similar to Ray's house, but it is a 4 bedroom and a 2 bath. But I really like this comp on Summerfield. It's a 3 bedroom like Ray's house, and approximately the same square footage, but both these comps have 2 baths, which I believe is critical to factor in on Ray's deal. Currently, Ray's house is only a 1-bath house, and with 1,850 square feet, no one is gonna want a house that big with only 1 bath. So when we get to the rehab, we'll need to factor in adding a bath to the rehab cost. So I feel pretty good about pushing it a little bit and going with $240,000 as our ARV. So let's plug that into the deal analyzer. Next is the rehab. Now, if I want to match those comps and hit $240,000 on a flip, I'm going to need to budget for a new roof, siding, windows, adding another bath, and updating the kitchen, floors, paint, etc. That means this house falls in the heavy category, so my rehab algorithm comes out to $75,000. Now, this deal analyzer with built-in formulas comes included with Flipster, and Ray has the contract with the seller for $73,000. That means this is a $41,000 wholesale profit. Take a listen to my conversation with Ray about the numbers.
So I can let you know.
Wait a minute. Everybody listen to this. You have the contract for 73, don't you?
Yeah, like 73 and change.
Are you kidding me, Ray? You got a buyer for 114?
114.
So you have a $41,000 wholesale.
Yep.
Dude, that rocks, Ray. Man, I'm so happy for you.
Isn't that incredible? Do me a favor, let Ray know how brilliant this is. Leave a comment and say, Ray, you are a flipping genius. Now, to truly be successful flipping houses, you have to become an expert at the short-term investing game, and that game is constantly changing based on how the real estate market ebbs and flows and goes from high to low inventory and from a seller's market to a buyer's market. So I want you to watch a video where I share my current game plan and what I believe is the absolute best way to make money flipping houses right now. So watch that now, and if you haven't yet, be sure to subscribe to my channel. With something like 600 videos, this is the #1 channel on YouTube for all things wholesaling and flipping. Do that now, and I'll see you on the next video.